are. This is a big moment for you because
we're getting ready to put the deck on the front of the house.
That's right. That's the one thing you have really wanted to see. We talked about different ideas to do out here. We talked about some kind of a added roof structure, but with this house, the way it's set up, that just wasn't going to work. Probably never would even got a building code approval. So we went ahead. I've talked to the county. I've gotten all the necessary permits from them and from our township, ready to put in the window. I've got contractor lined up to help me put this deck in, and they're going to come today and they're going to drill these holes. So we are going to build a deck. So what do you say? Let's get started. Welcome to the first in a series of videos covering the deck project we did on the front of the house this year. And as you can see, at the time of this recording, the deck is fairly well along and I'm ready to start putting the deck boards down. We decided to divide this up into several segments, and the first segment today is getting the footings located, marked, and drilled. And that'll be followed by getting the footing forms put in, getting them poured, and doing the deck construction itself. So join me today as we go through that process of getting these forms located and put in. And believe me, it was a difficult process with the amount of rock we have in this area. So if you want to see the difficulties we ran into and how we overcame them, stick around and see how it goes. The first step is out of the way for the deck project, and that's get all the old lava rock out of here, pushed back to the perimeter. I stockpiled the lava rock from the front of the house over here on the north end, where it'll be used eventually for landscaping this side when I put a couple of bushes in here and some hosta. Now I begin the marking process to find the two corners and the center post for the deck before they come with the auger to put the holes in. I've set a construction screw in the end of each of the ledger boards that I'll attach a string to that I'll be using to get the location of the corner posts. I've got the corners marked now for the corner footings, and I've got the center identified here. And it was pretty easy. I started out, I've got a ledger board for an 18-foot deck with 1.5 inches off each end, so it's 17 foot 9 inches, so I needed 17 foot 9 inches across the front. But before I did that, I set my strings approximately square with a square off from the house and eyeballed it. Did that on both ends. Brought the string out the 8 feet that I need from here. Checked it in the middle. And then we took our square measurement corner to corner to see how close we were, because you can be off a little bit. And we'll show you how that's done. Hooked on the corner of the ledger board, and I have 233 1/4 inches to this corner. And 233 1/4 inches to this corner. For determining where the auger has to drill the holes for the post, that's close enough.
I think so.
Yeah. We'll get exactly square once we get the posts in and the cement in and we start building the deck. Then we will get the deck precisely square, but we are pretty much on the money right now. It only took a couple of minor adjustments to get this thing into square, and it only took a few minutes to do that. With the post location determined using the strings, I then went and got a piece of 6x6 post, a short one, and set it in place on each of the corners. And I made allowances for the notching for the header in the front and on both sides of the corner posts for the joists that would go in. With that done, with a white spray paint marking the area, they would be able to come in then and use the auger to drill the holes. So later that day, the neighbor came up with the 18-inch auger and proceeded to start drilling the first hole, and it seemed to be going pretty well. But as we progressed down the hole, I really could tell we were starting to hit some big rocks, because this whole area is just full of large sandstone boulders. And sure enough, hit one, and I didn't know until later how far it had moved the auger off center. But with that one done, it was time to proceed on to the center hole after clearing the auger off. Center hole again started out what seemed to be pretty good shape, but this one started hitting rocks a lot sooner, and you could see the smoke come out of the hole where the auger had been grinding up against the stone. I had a feeling this one wasn't going to go nearly as well as the first hole. And then came the last hole. And as it turned out, there was a huge boulder in this one that drove the auger way off center. So he had to come in and auger and further back to try to work around and see if we could connect with that stone and pull it out. A lot of smoke came out of that hole. And finally, we just had to give up, and this was one I was going to have to take care of by hand later to find out what was down there and get that hole moved over where it needed to be. Doesn't always go the way you want it to. After he finished up with the auger, it was time for round one of several rounds of quality time with the scoop shovel and the rake to get the dirt cleaned up and put it in manageable piles so I could continue working on putting in the footings. It's a lot of fun working with that clay, especially with the amount of rock that's in it. Took quite a bit of effort. Finally got it done. There we have it. 3 holes, 48 inches deep, 18 inches in diameter. This first hole went smoothly. Nice, loose dirt. Second hole was a little tougher, but it went in where it was supposed to. Ran into some more gravel here. I don't know why there was so much gravel. And then we got to the third hole. And I don't even want to talk about that. I've already got it covered. I'm going to cover these up with plywood tonight so the cats can't get in there. And we will tackle this on another day. I've got everything cleaned up now to the point of organized chaos. Got the dirt pulled into nice piles. Had to pry some of that up. It got packed down by the skid steer while it was working, and that clay gets really hard. And I cut a couple of smaller covers for these holes over here. I still have a huge stone there to deal with. I don't know how far that goes, but it's throwing me off from where I need to be. I'm going to have to use a shovel and a post hole digger to get that loose dirt out of the bottom. So this one's going to take a little finessing to get in shape. These are some of the rocks that came out of that hole that was very hard to bore. It's fun to jump down in there and grab those and toss them out. We'll do it after the rain. We've got rain expected, as I said, for the next couple of days. And I won't be able to get at this, and then we will have some other things we need to do. I'm going to cover these piles now with a tarp with a couple of bricks on there to keep the rain off it so that clay doesn't get all wet and gummy. And hopefully between that and these covers we can keep the water out of the holes and out of the dirt. It's probably going to be 4 or 5 days, and that'll give that time for any water that gets in these holes to drain away, and we can start working on the footings. The rain arrived as promised. We'll see how well this plywood and tarping works to keep things dry so we can get back at this in a few days. I got a good start on this big rock. I've got it wiggling now, and I've dug out pretty much around it. It's a good thing I keep things on hand like lengths of old heavy gauge pipe. Being someone who's never quite satisfied until something is completely done, I just had to get the rest of that rock out of here, so I whittled away at it with a shovel until I could get a chain around and employ a little bit of brute force with 4-wheel drive low and pulled it right out of the hole. Now I can sleep tonight. Thanks for watching this segment on getting our front deck built. And if you found something useful in here or enjoyed watching it, please consider subscribing to our channel to see upcoming episodes on getting this deck built, and be sure and click the like. So until next time, thanks for watching, take care, and enjoy your projects.